Good evening, friends, and welcome to the 25th annual Grab 'em in the Brisket podcast. No, sorry, that's my best, like Jim Nance. Welcome to the Masters intro right there. It's Masters week, guys. I know we got a lot of barbecue planned coming up here shortly. We got a Robert Rocha. He's going to come up and just give us an update on all the ins and outs of competition barbecue. First and foremost, guys, hey, it's great to see you. How's everybody's week been?
Well, my week was
It's like a
great.
stunner.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
like a
know.
stunner
Everyone's
question.
surprised we asked or what?
Yeah, it's weird. I ask that every week.
I
But,
don't know. I didn't cook anything this week, if that's what we're getting at. But
Well, it's been good, James. It's been really good. It's been nice being here in this beautiful environment that we have in this lovely spring April day. It's just it's a different feel in the air. When we just got through with the lunar apocalypse.
are you doing the golf thing? Is that what's happening right now?
He still is. I don't really. I actually don't care about y'all's guys' weeks.
The lunar apocalypse that didn't melt Texas. I'm not done, James.
Okay.
The lunar apocalypse that didn't melt Texas. I was doing a great impersonation, by the way. Okay. No, man, it's been a great week. I think that Monday was lunar apocalypse. How do you not have a better week than what we just went through? You know what I mean? Like it was cloudy, it was overcast, but there was some pretty cool video and shots. And I saw a few videos of people that were. One of them took. It was it took a year of planning, and he went to a location that they basically got birds, and it's these black birds, black crows, whatever it is. But they're just out there just spinning, right? Because it's getting darker, and that's what happens at that time of day, right? They go to the air and start looking for food, and he captures a couple of shots. They're sick. I mean, it's cool what people thought of. I know this is a huge thing, and I didn't never put any thought into this. And they were talking about there was no porta potties, and there's no food, and there's this outage, and no electricity, and run for your lives, and get your guns. But at the same time, man, it was just like for me. It happened, and I was inside of an office. I came out, and I go, did it happen yet? And they go, yeah. And I go, did it get dark? And they go, I don't know, not really. And I go, this sucked.
I kind of did it. I went outside, it was cloudy, and I'm like, I go back inside.
Yeah,
and that was about it. That was my whole experience. Yeah,
I had my whole family out in the driveway. It's just like laying there watching. I drove around for like an hour trying to find the little glasses to buy.
Everybody's blind today.
Yeah, nobody had them. The only place that had them was Sonic, and you had to buy this freeze thing to get them. So I had to buy a bunch of these slushy drinks to get some free glasses. Yeah.
So what you're really telling us, John, is that you didn't have to work. We were all stuck at work, and you're driving around buying slushies.
Well, that's what you want to take from it, James.
Yeah,
I was having family time.
Yeah, that's awesome, John. That really is
cool
just
story, John.
A precious moment
cool
for you and your life and your family.
Cool story,
I really am jealous. Nobody at my work had glasses. A lot of them were just staring up in the air, and they used their cell phone to kind of block, and they were just like looking through the screen.
Yeah.
And taking some pictures or whatever. But I did glance over to one guy, and he turns around. Somebody talks to him. He looks over, and he's like squinting. He's got like a little moisture coming out of his eyeballs.
Sunburn on his eyeballs.
Do not look up there. Yeah. I saw another kid. Some kid looks like they're out. I don't know where it was, but he had this telescope set up. And he's looking down, like he thinks that he's looking down the wrong part of the telescope.
He's in the wrong hole.
And he's adjusting it, and where the eyepiece is, he's putting a piece of paper up, like he's projecting a image onto it. And then he leans his head over in front of the giant mirrors, and it's reflecting off the sun, and it catches him right in the dome, and he's like, oh, and he freaks the hell out. But there's 1 minute he kind of looks at the camera like,
look how cool I am.
like I know what I'm doing.
Oh, it almost caught him in the eyeball. I saw the video.
That'd have been done.
It almost caught the dude in the eyeball, and like it wasn't like this dude slapping his face, rubbing like
It's like catching fire.
Just got burned.
Right.
He's like a little ant right now.
Yeah, they're calling him patches.
Yeah, right. Right, patches. One thing that I've been wanting this and doing something like I'm always talking about cooking something inside the house. I'm always trying to think of a new dish, a new something, right? I've been thinking about this chicken parm now for about 8 weeks.
I remember
10
talking
weeks.
about it. Yeah.
I have, right? This certain restaurant in town, they serve this badass chicken parm that has this fettuccine Alfredo pasta. Well, you have to ask for it. It doesn't come with it, but you got to do your thing. So Monday, I'm driving home from work, and I'm just like, man, I just kept thinking about it. And I knew I had some chicken at the house, and I was like, F it, dude. I'm going all in. I'm going all in, straight to the store, literally got every single thing, walked in, Alexa, play some Italian cooking music. Let's go all in on this thing. Dude, I made 5 chicken parmesans with a fettuccine Alfredo pasta, paired it up for the entire house. Amazing. Killed it. I have no idea what I'm even doing. I didn't watch a video. I was like, you know what? I've seen too many things out there. I've got this. It's not that hard. Whatever. It wasn't.
It's like I've seen Chef Emerald Lagasse
That's what
do
I'm
it
saying.
all the time.
Yeah. And I had the fresh mozzarella. I did moots, man. The moots. I had the moots. It was, dude, I'm telling you right now, the first bite, even the kids and just whatever. We had the entire house full. And even Keegan ate some. And that boy never eats pasta or tomato sauce or anything else. And he was like, I'm going to try it. It's fine.
I bet it did taste good.
It was. It does. I did roasted garlic. Oh.
Yeah. Let me ask you this: Alfredo sauce, is that just butter and Parmesan cheese?
And like heavy whipping cream, essentially.
Sorry. Sorry, James.
That's not the way I do it.
Well, the video I saw was like the original Alfredo
Yeah.
sauce that was in Italy. It is essentially just a couple of sticks of just some nice
And Parmesan.
grass-fed
Yeah.
salted butter and just like a mound of like Parmesan grated Parmesan.
That's
It
it.
actually sounds amazing.
Yeah, it is.
They
Yeah,
just
that's-
toss it in noodles over and over again. And
It's just really fancy Bubba noodles or whatever. That's all it is.
Or what's the cheese wheel noodle thing that, remember when we took the girls out and they had the wheel
Yeah.
and they were like, oh, this is, they're both of them like this. Can't wait. Dude, this thick, cheesy looking thing.
It's
that
like a
started-
block of cheese. A big
that
wheel of it.
started to like cool off quickly, and as it cools off, it's congealing. They were not happy. They were so they're immediately looking at our plates. They're like,
They ordered a pizza.
dude,
They literally just said,
Yeah.
okay, we're going to order pizza.
At the same time, we're just eating. Oh, okay, sounds good. Whatever. Yeah, we're idiots.
I don't know. Did they call it a raclette or some type of? I don't know. I'm making up
cheese
words.
wheel.
Can I Texasify this? Can I make spin this a little bit?
Got me. Go.
What if it's like a Texas barbecue restaurant?
Yeah.
But instead of just a cheese wheel, a guy just has a giant brisket just tucked up under his
He's
arm.
grading it. Hey,
And then he just comes to your table and he's like just cutting off pieces of brisket.
Slicing.
He's like, "What you guys wanted, the point or the flat?"
Say when?
When? You're like,
no, dude, I love the idea.
Keep going.
Like, there's always like you want a little. It's like that, not the pepper guy, but you have like the little sauce guy like is spraying behind it, right, or whatever. Or even the grater. Like, can you imagine having like this grated brisket just coming out in chunks? Like,
yeah.
that's great. That's great, James.
That's gonna. I saved a couple articles today. There's a couple of notable barbecue restaurants, and this is maybe a little bit of a barbecue news, but there was a couple of barbecue restaurants that are shutting down. One of them, most notably, was the Seal store in they say Austin. I think it's like Pflugerville, somewhere in that area. It's been in operation for like 130 something years.
Seal store?
Seal store,
Never heard
Damn.
of
but
it.
it's spelled CELE. And
Sealy.
No.
C.
Yeah. Keely.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
we can keep going that, but it specifically said spelt like the artist, Seal.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cacali.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I would have thought. I'm like,
Celiac.
never heard of that artist.
You're being ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
But it was also, it's been around for so long, and it's been featured in a lot of like movies. Like one of them has been the remake of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I think there was a couple other movies, whatever. I had it written down. I'm not going to go through my phone trying to figure it out, but I thought that was like pretty notable to
what?
go. Pflugerville? I think it's like
How far away is that?
that's right outside of Austin, right? Is it in between the LaGrange area and Austin? And I don't know.
No idea.
No, I know where LaGrange is. I get
There you
there.
Right. Back porch. Gotcha.
Then there's Austin and San Antonio, and then we're at the Frio River. So I understand that.
It's like
Geography.
listen, that's all he knows of Texas. He just told you everything he knows. Like, and then I wake up at home, and then that's all I know of Pearland. So yeah, The end.
Yeah.
Okay, pulled up the map for
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Let's go, man.
Typhoon, Texas. Yep.
Where?
Yep.
What?
Water park is temporarily closed, but
Pflugerville. There it is.
I mean, it's a
Round
shame
Rock.
that this place I never heard of is shutting down. I mean,
right. I'm upset
Yeah,
too.
man. Hey, let's.
Well, there's another one that you
Hey, you
you
think-
probably have heard
They're
of.
for sale. They closed down or they're for sale?
Yeah, they shut down. Like,
Oh, let's just go over there and open up.
yeah, maybe.
We'll call it the what was it? We'll call it the Seal Store as well.
Yeah.
Seal-
Raoul,
resealed.
If you get a chance,
Resealed.
Google the Seal Store. See if we can pull up an image for that.
No,
because
it's an iconic
very
store.
iconic looking.
It's an
store.
iconic store. It's sad that they're closing their doors. I don't know what's going on. Obviously, they have something that's driving this. So it's
So
that's tough. You know.
Spelled how?
CELE. So
Well, he's
yeah. Well, I had one more, John.
Go ahead. Let's hear
Sorry. A really just lack of better words. I was trying to say something silly, but I'm not going to. There was another, the Delta Blues Barbecue. Is that? I'm saying that right?
that's a chain, isn't it?
Yeah, it's right over
Papa's-
there.
Papa's owns them.
Papa's owns it. They're shutting down. It was a what they'd say like a not a premium, but a
Like a high end.
high end barbecue restaurant.
Yeah, I went there
That
once.
apparently didn't make it. So
Oh,
they're-
really?
They're shutting
I
it
thought,
down.
dude. I mean, like I thought it was like doing well.
Yeah,
There's one here and one in Dallas. One in.
I think so. Yeah, I think
Right?
they're cutting ties with that venture. I don't think it's really doing as well as they thought they would.
Damn. Well, there it is.
High end barbecue. Who would have thought of that? I mean,
Yeah. Long-standing barbecue joint, rustic, blah blah blah. Nice. Damn. Well,
She gone.
she gone. Okay. Rip. R.I.P.
yeah. Did
Just
we get
kidding.
a picture of it?
Yeah.
A little tiny one right there.
Oh, okay.
There it is.
There it is.
Oh, yep. It's got a star. Yeah, that doesn't look familiar
Yeah.
to me at all.
Right.
Well, they need to work on their upkeep. No wonder they're never
Right.
mind.
is this before or
it's
after they
rustic,
shut
John.
down?
Yeah.
It's rustic.
I'm kidding. It's
Yeah.
a joke.
I did have
Pick on
some-
that picture of the food. Come on, just pop that little thing right there. Oh, never mind. It's just raw food. Okay. Oh, it's a boil. Oh, shit. No, okay.
All right. Well,
that makes sense.
Yeah, that
There it
looks-
is.
Okay.
Cool.
I did have a couple of. Are you going to the barbecue news?
Whenever
John?
you're ready. Yeah.
Okay, I did. I shot a couple of pictures. We joked about the Masters earlier, but that is coming up this week, and there's I screenshotted a couple of pictures. One was notably is like it was a board of what they sell there, food wise,
Like a menu board?
menu board. So I thought it'd be cool to bring that up there so you guys can check that
I
out.
like it.
Yeah, and see we got the pricing on there.
Wait, is this for real?
No, this is for real.
Egg salad sandwich, $150. That's right.
Why is it so cheap?
Pimento and cheese, $150.
It's always cheap like that.
Why? I don't know.
It's just so this is the price they would have charged back in the day, and so they've kept the same prices
Serious?
for the fans.
How
I
much
need
of
to
the
go to
fan-
Masters.
How much do the fans pay to get into this place, though? A lot,
I don't
right?
know. I don't know.
If you got to ask, you can't afford
That's probably true. The barbecue. It just says barbecue.
barbecue.
Hey,
You're not really
the-
sure what you're getting.
Sandwich.
The pimento cheese sandwich at $1.50, you can't beat it.
That's a deal. Yeah, that's probably a steal.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
grilled chicken wrap, $3. Come on. Masters blend fresh brewed coffee, $1.50.
Do you think the barbecue sandwich is pulled pork or like chopped beef?
Chopped beef.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's
it's
pork.
pork.
It's pork.
100%.
I'm just kidding. It's pork.
You were kidding? That's a joke.
So, so I came across an article earlier. Google was friendly enough to just suggest it to me.
$1,600 for a Masters ticket. So there that is.
Well, that's where they get you.
Yeah.
The food should be free.
Yeah, well, you can afford your $1.50 pimento sandwich at that point.
Right. So now, if you go to the clubhouse there at the Masters, I think it's called is it the Crow's Nest or it's the Nest or it's
Yeah.
I'm not really sure, but I took a little screenshot of it.
That
So
says crow's nest.
Crow's Nest. So they have a secret beer there that nobody knows what it is, and they've had this beer for years.
Okay.
Years.
You're just guessing.
And it's the Master's beer. So every time you go, you can get the Crow's Nest. You get like a kind of a souvenir little cup or whatever, but nobody really knows what beer it is. Everybody loves it. I think it's the best,
Jesus.
but you don't know what it is. And so this article goes into talking about
It's a light beer.
how they're going to try to figure out what the beer is. And he's like, okay, it's got to be in the area of where the golf course is. And they tried to pinpoint some breweries, but they really couldn't line out what it was. But I thought it was pretty interesting. They have their own little secret beer there.
You know who could figure that out? Maybe a group of guys who's had like 1,000 beers in the past couple of years.
Right.
Hey,
who's tried like every single beer every single week.
that's guys. Yeah.
Let us try it.
For just 10 cents a day, you could sponsor
Okay.
5 guys.
If you just somebody buys us each Masters
That's
tickets,
it.
we'll
to the
I'm
Masters.
going to be honest with you guys,
to
100% it's a Texas beer.
Yeah,
You think so?
It's
Yeah.
just a shiner.
They're like, holy crap, this is good.
It might be.
they're just used to like Miller Lite and they have something with like actual
No, it's
flavor
not
in it.
Miller.
Right,
It's got to
right.
be like. It'd be funny. If it
Or
was a
also,
shiner.
and this is not like kind of maybe a little foreshadowing or whatever with our beer review coming up. They used to, and should we say what beer we're reviewing?
Sure, it's not a
Sure, if
secret.
you want a secret.
Yeah,
you know?
it was a Blue Moon. So we got Blue Moon coming up on deck. But they used to have Blue Moon on tap. They don't have Blue Moon on tap anymore. And a lot of people are speculating like, oh, it's just Blue Moon. They said it wasn't, but who knows?
Liars.
If it
No,
was
I'm
Blue
just
Moon, they wouldn't be that crazy about it. Blue Moon's okay, but anyway.
kidding. That's true.
All right.
Do they serve it with an orange wedge? Right. Just like,
it's not Blue Moon, I swear.
Right.
Hey, wait a minute.
Hey, did you get your pitching wedge with that?
Yeah.
Orange.
Wait a minute.
Let's
You
go.
guys.
Go.
Yeah. Only if we had some barbecue news.
Yeah, here we go. It's time for the Hot Off the Grill Barbecue News. Brought to you by the NBBQA and Barbecue News Magazine. Quick update, Hogs for the Cause just happened this past weekend, and they raised a crap ton of money. Anybody want to take a guess? Have you guys already seen how much it was?
Not.
Take a guess.
I'm a guess.
Closest one gets a free beer.
$2 million.
Matt,
I'm gonna go 52,355.
not even close. James,
We're going to go $75,000. Nope. I'm going 3.5. Nope.
okay.
You're done. You're done.
$150,000.
Okay, Jan one. It was $4.3 million.
Whoa,
they
really?
raised. Yeah.
Insane.
Wow. Okay.
So, $4.3 million, and there's a list of everybody. Yeah, some of the teams raised like over $500,000 by themselves, and then it kind of lists everybody all the way down to like $20,000 teams and $10,000. Everybody just pitched in. It's amazing. It's really cool. If you guys haven't checked out Hogs for the Cause, you should. We'll definitely tell you all about it next year again. Hopefully, we can make it out there next year.
Do you think they got my $10 donation?
Oh, for sure.
that's
I think
in there
it's
somewhere?
actually on the list here. It's right below. Yeah, it's right there.
There it is.
The other thing I got for us, this is from our buddy Kel sent this out. The B&B Charcoal Live Fire Extravaganza. Smokeslam, the barbecue cook-off we've been talking out there, competing with Memphis in May.
Yep.
They are presenting this B&B Charcoal Live Fire Extravaganza, and it's hosted by the NBBQA. So it looks to me it's going to be similar to what he was doing out there at the conference. There's going to be live fire sampling. There's going to be music. There's going to be a barbecue bazaar, which I guess is similar to what they did out there at the Royal with different vendors set up, showing off what they can do, showing off some of their products and whatnot. And there's going to be some barbecue influencers out there doing a meet and greet. So that's pretty cool. Al Fragoni, the Mad Scientist Barbecue, Seattle Butcher's Wife, TFTI, Derek Wolf, a whole bunch of them out there. That's
Wow.
May 16th through the 18th.
Wow.
Tom Lee Park, downtown Memphis.
Dude, if Al's going, you got to be there.
Yeah. If you're in the area, swing by for sure.
It's going to be badass. And yeah, they're definitely trying to gear this thing, it looks like, to bring in the public and make it an event. There was a list, actually. Maybe it'd be on here. Some of the music that's going to be out there playing. You guys would be interested in some of this. Tone Loc,
Oh, let's go.
Rob Bass,
Funky
Young
Cool
MC,
Medina.
War, and the Barcays. So
Okay.
cool stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, some actual, fun music to listen to, I guess. Anyways, that's all I got for the Hot Off the Grill barbecue news.
Yep.
Hey, there it is. I made eye contact with him. He did it. That's good. Thanks, Raul. Raul.
Thanks, Raul.
I always say Raul.
I can't even say your
Raul.
name, Raul.
He likes the way I
Jesus
say it, okay?
Can you get your shit together?
We're going to get a t-shirt, and it's just going to say Raw.
Raul.
Raul.
Grabbing the brisket, Raul.
Raul. Oh, that's 100% happening now.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, smoking meats isn't just cooking, it's an art form. The aroma, those deep flavors, the patience, it's a whole experience.
And behind every great artist, there's the right set of tools. If you're Aiming to build your own barbecue pit or dreaming of a custom design tailored just for you, SmokerBuilder.com has your back.
Led by Frank Cox, their expertise is unmatched. Offering blueprints, kits, and insights, they turn every barbecue dream into a flavorful reality.
Imagine your backyard, the center of attention, and at the heart of it, a smoker that's uniquely yours.
It's more than just equipment. It's about crafting those unforgettable moments, and with the guidance of Frank and his team, you're setting the stage for magic.
So whether you're a seasoned pit master or taking your first steps into the smoky world,
head over to SmokerBuilder.com, fill up your carts, and be sure to use the promo code GRABTHEBRISKET in all caps to receive your 10% discount. Smoke on.
Hey, I'm sorry to throw this out here randomly, and it was out of left field, but when you guys are cooking burgers and you're making your own patties, do you put egg in that mixture or not?
I've never done that.
You never crack an egg and put it in the
meatloaf,
hamburger?
maybe.
Meatloaf, for sure.
Just meatloaf? You never do that with a regular burger?
No, I've done it with burgers.
it.
I've cracked, like I'm making burgers for a bunch of people, and I've cracked a burger. I'm cracked an egg in there and or a couple of eggs and mix everything up and just form patties and whatever. I didn't tell anybody. I wish I probably should have probably said, hey, I'm going to put egg in there.
I'm allergic.
Yeah, in case you have some dietary restrictions.
I'm just asking because I've
not.
always put egg whenever I'm making my burger. I always thought if it like helped hold it together, whatever. And the last time I cooked, I didn't, and it came out great. Everybody loved it, but I was like, I don't have any egg to put in this. I cooked this week. I did some burgers, cracked the egg, put it in there, and it came out very meatloafy. And I'm like, oh my god, should I have like not been doing this whole time? Like I was always taught you put egg whenever you're making your thing. And it came out very meatloafy.
Yeah, I don't use it.
Yeah, and I'm like, I was like, I've just been doing this wrong my entire life.
Yeah.
So I think, well, I saw a video earlier this week with.
I'm sorry, man. That stinks.
Nobody ever told me.
Yeah.
I saw a video with Malcolm Reed, and maybe it was an old video or a new one that he busted out, but talk about the use of mayonnaise making hamburgers. Mm-hmm. He's like, I think he said about a tablespoon of mayonnaise per pound of hamburger meat. He's like, dude, it'll make the best freaking hamburgers.
All right, I'm swapping it out.
And he uses
just oil.
blue
it's just
plate.
the fat, right?
He always uses blue plate.
Yeah. I'm not. I'm using Hellmann's.
Maybe one of these days we'll get into the whole like Hellmann's, blue plate,
Dukes.
Yeah. See which one's the best.
What's it craft with lime?
Ooh.
Craft with lime.
McCormick.
McCormick
with
has
lime.
yeah.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, it's legit.
Yeah, I see. Acts as a binder, adds flavor. That's what I've always. That's how I was taught. I've always done it.
It says egg yolk. So.
Maybe I got to not do the whole egg.
You did the whole egg.
I always do the whole
you
egg.
never do the
Shut
whole
up,
egg.
John.
Yeah.
Shut up, John.
Hey, you never go full egg.
Jesus.
Only half egg.
You went full egg? Oh, God. No wonder.
Can't go back.
No, so for a meatloaf, a couple of eggs, and then you're gonna have your
I know. I accidentally
breadcrumb.
made meatloaf last time. So
Yeah, breadcrumb. You can do rice. You can do a mixture of both of those.
I don't want to do breadcrumbs or anything. I think I want to try this mayo one next, though.
No, not for a burger. For a meatloaf.
No, I'm not making meatloafs. Come on. Do you make meatloaf?
Where's the meatloaf?
Phenomenal.
Or do you make meatloaf though?
Meatloaf sandwiches.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I should shoot a video on that. Meatloaf sandwiches.
Do that.
You should shoot a video on anything, honestly, at this point.
Yeah.
I'd love
That's
that.
true.
Meatloaf sandwich on just regular white bread.
Yeah.
Legit.
Isn't that a hamburger?
No, it's meatloaf sandwich. What's wrong with you?
Are you listening?
But it's a fold over.
It's got a
Oh, fold over.
Yeah, it's a fold over. It's not like you're not putting like two pieces.
You're
of
wearing
bread.
listen. You're wearing a dirty wife beater, possibly tank top. You're eating a fold over meatloaf sandwich. You're out of cigarettes. I don't know. Like, I'm picturing a whole thing right now, James. No, we're not doing fold overs. What?
I have no issues with the fold over, but I'm going to need more than one probably.
Okay.
No, eat the sandwich. Like, make the patty and eat it like a burger, right? Isn't that weird?
I never in my life eaten one as a burger.
Or meatloaf?
Yeah, because the meatloaf is always like just yay
Brick.
big.
Yeah, it's a
And
weird shape, right?
It's a weird shape,
Yeah.
so it's enough to fit like right into a piece of white bread. Boom.
Oh, so okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
Anyways, we're off topic here. We'll just we'll move on.
We have to pull that one out.
Yeah, bro, cut all that out. Just kidding.
Threw down some ribs last night. Used the Chicks That Smoke Spicy Rub. Mind blown.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like the Chicks That Smoke Spicy Barbecue All-Purpose Rub, dude, it is a game changer for sure.
Yeah, if you folks have not given it a shot, you need to.
Honestly, your barbecue will thank you.
Chicks That Smoke, it's at SUCKLEBUSTERS.com. Do you guys want to do a mail call real quick?
Let's do it.
All right. Let me just pass this over to somebody else to open. Matt, you want to open one?
Yeah, sure. Pass it down. All right. What do we got here? Captain's Choice Rum Runners Barbecue.
Okay.
Did they tell you they were sending anything?
Yep, I think that's my buddy
There you go.
down there in Florida.
Here you go, James.
Rum Runners award-winning barbecue is about the Florida bean lifestyle. Nice, yeah, Florida.
Floridian?
Yep. Is it Florida bean?
No.
Like-
Floridian?
Supposed to be like Florida Caribbean. Is that what they're going
that's
for?
correct. That is correct. Cool, man.
What's it look like? What kind of seasoning is that?
I don't know. It's a
AP.
looks like an AP. Yeah.
It's
Salt,
just got
pepper-
that yellow tint
salt,
to
pepper,
it. so-
sugar, garlic,
Yeah.
black pepper, spices.
Rob Dopp, that's his name. Rob Dopp.
Yeah.
So
All right.
I've been messaging back and forth. He's got a lot of cool stuff in the works. Nothing that I'm allowed to talk about yet, but when he gets it all figured out, some cool shit, we'll get him on to talk about it.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I like those stickers, man. I need one of those for that cooler.
Yeah, I already stole some, so yeah.
Okay. Well, that's
I
cool.
always take a little dad tax when I open a box.
It smells good. It smells amazing.
Does it? It looks good. Looks good.
I'm cracking it open.
Yeah.
Are they both the same?
The same or two different ones?
Same.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. I'll take one to my house. You guys take one to your house.
He probably hears us always complaining about how John takes everything, so he sent us a
more than
couple.
one? Yeah. I don't think so. James, what do you got?
Oh, hey, back to me. So we got a few bags of rubs coming in from Jeff. This is barbecue and more rubs. Man, dude, it is a sweet lineup that we got here. We got a couple of stickers, but let me just run through here. Very intriguing. We got peach fuzz. We got the OG, the original rub. We got the apple chipotle rub, SPG mango chipotle, and the total chaos.
Does it give any description of any of these?
It does not.
Wow, this is going to be interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
I really want to try the Total
So
Chaos for some reason.
we're gonna have to figure it out.
I kind of want the peach fuzz, so.
Jesus.
What'd you say that fella's name was?
Jeff,
Jeff. Thank you, Jeff.
appreciate it, Jeff.
Did you
Thank
write that
Jeff.
on a napkin? What is that?
It's just a piece of
Oh,
paper.
okay.
Just a little thank you. Like it's handwritten. I mean,
Yeah.
geez.
Yeah.
The level of just customer
Care?
service
Yeah.
and support here,
The love, really.
top notch. That's what I'm saying. It says, thanks again for trying out my rubs. Enjoy. Can't wait to hear what you guys think. Jeff.
Jeff and Rob. Thank you.
Jeff.
Booyah.
Boom, boom, boom.
Hey listeners, ever been at an event or business gathering and noticed that one thing just stands out? A simple item, but with a touch of personalization.
Bro, I know exactly what you're talking about. CoolieNation.com, it's all about making an impression. Custom designed coolies that aren't just about keeping your drink cold, they're making a statement.
Exactly. And for businesses out there, listen up. Whether it's at a corporate event or your product launch or you're promoting your own brand, these custom coolies can be your next big marketing win.
Imagine your logo or brand message right there in the hands of potential clients, partners, and customers. It's subtle yet impactful.
The quality and design of flexibility they offer, top tier. It's not just a promotional item, it's an experience.
So for everyone looking to make their mark, whether it's in business or just adding a personal touch,
Dive into CoolieNation.com.
Elevate your brand, elevate your events.
with Coolie Nation, every sip is more than just refreshment. It's recognition. Make it count.
So head over to CoolieNation.com/brisket and get your hookup.
Okay, so look, hey, Rob's not going to be able to join us today. He's having some difficulties. I think he's running behind schedule. So instead of that, we're going to go live with
is almost as good.
our what?
Yeah. Grab him in the brisket.
Beer review. Let's go, man. Hey, so James was kind enough to come in and get us some Blue Moon. I can't believe we haven't done this before, James.
We have not. I checked the
Is
list.
that weird? Okay, so
We haven't done a lot of the regular beers. We haven't done Bud Light. We haven't done Coors
What?
Light.
We had to have done Bud
Nope,
Light.
never. Haven't
Wow.
done. We haven't done any of the light beers really.
Do you guys want oranges?
we're never going to do
We
it.
got some.
Oh,
You have oranges?
no.
I was about to say, what?
I was like, wait, is there like a salad bar in the back or?
Oh, wrong. Dang it. You had us, man. You had
Oh
us,
my
brother.
gosh.
You had us.
You have to pay a higher monthly fee for that, I think.
Yeah. No shit.
Blue moon.
Premium
Or
package.
just pay your monthly fee, I
Yeah.
guess.
If you want charcuterie, it's gonna cost you.
Okay, are we tasting without first? Nope. I guess for now we're just going full moon.
Okay, there it
Is this an eclipse thing? We're doing blue moon because the eclipse this week.
Yeah,
Is that
I
what
think
you were
so.
doing here, James?
Yeah. No, I didn't.
I was
have
about to
any,
say, did you make that up?
I didn't have any pre-planned thoughts that I was at the grocery store and I was like, shit, I don't think we've done blue moon.
Subliminally.
That is correct.
Subliminally.
Subliminally? Subliminally.
Subliminally. I can't say it today.
I can't say it.
Couple of words I can't
I did
say.
so
Subliminal.
at a restaurant here in Pearland. They do offer it's a Blue Moon Mosa.
Oh. Blue Mosa.
Blue Mosa.
They just put champagne in it?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
it's Blue Moon with orange juice.
Oh.
Okay.
I guess that makes sense.
Watered down
I'd
mimosa.
rather just have the
Just give me a blue moon.
The blue moon.
Yeah.
Well, it's like 9 a.m. Like,
No.
there's
got
a
orange in it already.
stigmata.
You're
of-
fine.
Yeah, there's a stigmata that you
good.
can't have a beer at 9 a.m.
It doesn't sound
It's
No,
awful.
okay
it's
if
not.
you could have like 20 like champagne and orange juices.
Right. Bloody Marys.
Bloody Marys, no big deal. Vodka, great. But once you try to get a beer and a shot of vodka, you're
look
the,
at you.
you're the
You got
bad
a
guy.
problem.
Right.
Yeah, right.
No,
So
come on.
Yeah, you might be right on something, James. That's actually that's a valid point. That's a valid point. Did you see the and I don't want to get off subject. No, you know what? Let's get on this one. I don't want to talk about the
Let's go.
the dumb tomfoolery that I see sometimes.
Okay, so we'll preface this by this is a blue moon with an orange wedge, which I think makes them 10 times better.
Dude, that's delicious.
I mean, that's what you're going to get like at 100% of the places. If you go out to get a blue moon, you go by yourself, then you got to provide your own orange wedges. But yeah,
These are good.
it is.
I mean, I think we've all had a blue moon in the past.
It's been a long
I haven't had one.
time.
Yeah, I haven't had one in a long time either.
But I was just thinking about this. I don't know where I was. I think I was in California last time I had a blue moon.
I was at Olive Garden. I remember
Or a Shock Top.
specifically.
Ugh.
Were you?
Yeah. I feel for me, Blue Moon was one of those beers. Was like when I didn't like beer yet,
Yeah.
I would have a Blue Moon.
It was like for people's first beer outside of a light beer.
Right. It's like, oh,
what I mean?
have a Blue Moon with an orange wedge. That's fancy. Yeah, I like that. That's
I'm just
cool.
saying, like it's pretty crisp.
It is. It's a good beer.
It's better than I remember it.
I know. That's what I'm
You know
saying
what I mean?
right now.
I'm like,
It's
why
way
did
better.
I stop drinking Blue
Why
Moon?
am I
It's
not
pretty
drinking
good.
Blue Moon right now?
I would
I
say
don't
this
know.
is a breakfast beer. This is
I
a
don't know.
beer that you have on the way to work, and then maybe again on the way home, but mostly on the way to work.
No,
Like
I
a
don't-
six-pack.
I don't think it's a breakfast beer.
You're just eating an orange and you're drinking the
dude.
beer.
no,
100%. This
Am I-
beer
am I
like will cure a
epitomized?
cold, right?
Oh, 100%. Vitamin C.
Vitamin
Yeah.
C. It's
You
just
could
like
probably just put one of those little emergency tablets in this thing, and you'd be ready to go, rock and roll.
dude, that's
I'm
what we
surprised they
should have
don't.
done tonight.
They don't. I'm surprised they don't sell this beer in like the drug aisle.
We
You know
should
what
have
I
had
mean?
like a
just right next
an
to the emergency. It's like
yeah,
we get
emergency or a
6-pack of Blue Moon and some some emergency. Let's go.
And an orange.
These are good, huh? Click, boom, yeah. No, I agree, man. This is a great beer. It's weird that we don't drink these, right? My son drinks these.
Does he really?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I don't know. Let's see when we get down to the bottom of this if we still feel the same way. If we're like, yeah, this is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm ready to score.
It's his,
Yeah, go right for it.
Go. One more drink though. Take one more drink and then
Well,
score.
I'm ready.
No,
to
you have
score.
to do one more drink.
I'm definitely doing the drink. I'm
I know
saying.
you are because I told you to.
Okay. I'm ready to score though.
No, you're not. You have to take a drink.
Yeah. Right. You're actually right.
Are you doing this because you want to, or because
Look, honestly, guys,
I told them.
you didn't even talk about the can or the bottle. You didn't even say what style of beer this is. I mean,
Well, this is a Belgian white. This is iconic, I guess, in its way because it's been out for so long. But this beer itself is like we've all seen it. I guess this is why we're not talking about it. If I say a blue moon, you know what a blue moon looks like, right? So you don't have to describe the bottle or anything else. This is just it's a blue moon. But
Yeah,
it's
but some
way
people-
better
it
than
is.
I anticipated.
some people might not know this thing is brewed with orange peels.
Valencia orange peel,
Yeah,
actually.
and that's why that the whole orange slice. Everybody's like, why are you putting an orange slice in it? Just drink the beer or whatever. But that's why. I mean, the beer is brewed with the orange peel, so it has that the aromatics. It has that flavor with it, and so then you add a little bit of that fresh pop of that citrus
Citrus in it is-
that kind of just like just Pops.
Yeah.
What if you put
Okay.
like a little something vanilla, not maybe ice cream, maybe something else vanilla that tastes like a two-tone, one of those ice creams that's like ice.
What?
You know what I'm talking about?
Like a
What are you talking
dreamsicle?
about?
Like a dreamsicle, yeah.
No.
Like a
I see what you're saying.
dreamsicle.
No, don't do that.
No?
No,
Okay.
maybe though.
That sounds like a
What
good
would
idea.
be
A beer float.
what? So this is great with orange pills. What would be a horrible like
Additive?
pills? You know, like apple pills,
Watermelon rind?
watermelon rind.
I mean, honestly, it probably wouldn't be bad. I mean,
Okay.
I eat it. Watermelon?
you do
Yeah.
Okay,
the
so
rind.
Yeah.
It's actually really good for you. It's high in nutrients as well. Okay, can we go back to this real quick because I'm about to bust this. So, I'm about
the
to bust this. This needs This is a breakfast beer, and I totally agree with you now. But it's also called a screwdriver. And if you would do a shot of vodka and a little pop, a wedge pop, and a full beer, dude, talk about money. Okay,
Like drop the vodka into the
that's it.
cup? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, yeah. And right now, I'm thinking this is like a 9.5.
What happens?
9.5?
What happens after you put that vodka in it, though? 10,
11.
perfect 10,
11. Yeah, I don't know. Is that a number?
honestly, I mean, it's like an adult Capri Sun.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's phenomenal.
Yeah,
So where are you at?
Let me take one more sip.
Yeah, take another sip.
John's not feeling it.
I really didn't want to give it a 9.
I know, but it's there, isn't it?
I'm gonna go 9.2 on this. Actually,
Dude, it's such a good beer.
it's way better than I remember it being. Like
I know.
I'm feeling silly for not like getting
no,
this.
I know. I'm in
Like,
the
why
s-
did I stop getting Blue
we're
Moons?
thinking the same thing. You
It's
know what I
really
mean?
good.
He's got me.
How much is a six pack?
Yeah.
It can't be more than like what,
$10?
14?
Jesus Christ.
I would say
$14?
$10. I'm saying 10
It
bucks.
was less than that. Yeah.
Really?
Like $8?
No, let me Google that.
I don't know,
Let me
man.
Google that.
I don't buy any beer. I just drink all of y'all's. Like I can't tell you last time I bought beer.
Yeah, I don't know. 5.4% alcohol by volume.
It's great. That's a great freaking ABV for a mild beer like
Yeah,
this.
it's perfect.
Dude.
John,
You guys are stupid.
I'm,
hey,
I
we're
am
just,
blown away right now.
we're just telling you how it is.
Yeah,
we're
exactly.
very. I think what it was is that we went in with a low expectation,
100%.
and this is just blowing us away here.
Dude, $10.
Yeah, about
$10.
$10.99.
There it is.
It's even cheaper than I thought it was.
There it is. Dude, I'm telling you right now, guys.
It's better than I thought it was.
This
It's cheaper than I
is-
thought it was.
Chance be like, if you don't have Blue Moon in your garage fridge when I come over here, I was like, why am I coming over?
I'm not coming over.
I think I like the can better than the bottle. Can looks better.
Can does not look better.
Yeah, 100% it does.
Okay, look. All I know is we drink it out of the bottle and we're digging it. Can may change.
It's good. Don't get me wrong. It's good. It's very
Okay,
good.
give a score. I feel like you're down wrapping yourself. Like, oh, gotta go lower. Gotta do this.
I'm just saying.
Usually
I
you
never
score
thought it
higher
was
than
that.
us on
Yeah,
those beers.
come
So
on,
let's
just
see.
Give us your weird score.
Not necessarily.
Honest feedback, John. Don't.
Yeah, just be.
I'm not.
Just be
This
real.
is a very good
Be
this
real with
is-
yourself.
This is borderline great beer.
Be real with yourself.
Borderline great. So you're in the 7s.
Say great.
No,
Great is 8.
great. Yeah.
So
So I'm on that side of the great though. I
Okay,
would say this
okay.
is an 8.1. This is
8.1.
I would drink this again, and I'll probably buy this. You're probably right. I'm like, oh, why haven't I had these more? These are
Exactly.
good, but this isn't something that I'm going to want to drink very much of or very often. But it is good.
Is there? Hey, what about this? Is not too often for you? What flavor profile are you having right now? Where you're like, yeah, I could have one, but I couldn't have.
It tastes like juice.
I could never have two.
It's very. It tastes like you're drinking juice. I don't drink juice either, so it's just not.
I could have
It's just
one,
not my thing. It's
but
good.
I,
It is good. Don't get me wrong. I'm enjoying this very much. It's great,
but I couldn't have. Never have two.
but it's not excellent. Sorry. Sorry.
No, hey,
I think Jan, you and I are just
Everybody's,
rediscovering why
everybody
this is
has
so
their
I
own
like
opinion.
it. I like it. I do like it.
What was your score?
This is why I like
8-1.
this right here, man.
8-1.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
Nice.
sit here. We're eye
That's
to
a good score.
eye.
I think it's a very good
We
score. It's a
agree.
great score.
We're solid people. Gems. We're
Let's see if-
gems.
Let's see if James is on our side or not.
All right, James.
All the pressure on me. I personally like wheezing the juice.
You have to wheeze the juice.
I like this beer.
You got to wheeze the juice.
So I'm going a
You a Pauly
solid
Shore?
just a 9.7.
Oh my god.
9.7.
Man, you had to go the
9.7.
highest.
That's what I'm saying, James.
Y'all are
9.7.
wrong.
That's what I'm saying, James. You know what? I'm so glad that he went after
I'm
you.
going to have the garage fridge stocked with
Good.
Blue Moons.
I'll drink them.
and
They're
orange
great.
webs.
John probably kept
Orange
this out of our top 10.
wedges.
As it should be. This should not be in the top 10. I'm
jeez.
sorry. This is
It's
a great
gonna-
beer, but it's
yeah.
not a top 10 beer.
Oh, it is. Blue Moon
It's
is
a
a
freaking
delightful
Blue
beer.
Moon. This is a great beer if you're 22 years old.
So it says the original name was Belly Slide Wit. Belly Slide Wit.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. The
Oh,
old,
yeah,
the old
yeah.
BSW. Yep.
belly slides. So now we're going to call them belly slides. Hey, do you want a belly slide?
Love it.
I actually like that better. I might change my score.
Sorry, man. You're locked in. 8-1 is a rookie ass score.
It's fine. We'll be re-reviewing next week.
Use your taste buds. Get your life together.
It said it wasn't until someone said a good beer doesn't come around until once a blue moon. Or that's
Cute. That is cute.
Okay. Well, again, hey, really quick, just to recap this, for you out there in TV land, I'm gonna be drunk. I don't know what's going on. My words, they just don't work the way I want them to. If you're out there trying to think like Blue Moon, never seen this, whatever else, just remember this, okay? 9.5.
Yeah.
Matthew.
I say 9.2.
9.2.
9.2.
Jonathan.
9.7.
Jonathan was an 8.1.
It's very good. It's very good.
James.
9.7.
9.7. Man, this is a great beer. Get your hands on some Blue Moon. Obviously, if you're in the Americas, it's there, or North America. I don't know, the South America.
Your wife drags you out to go
Yeah.
get a $120 brunch, and she's getting her little champagne things or whatever. Just get a Blue Moon.
with a shot of
Get a
vodka.
Blue Moon.
All right.
With a
Don't
shot
feel bad
of
about
vodka.
getting a. Don't feel
listen.
bad.
All right.
Hey, but so if right now if we're gonna name the Blue Moon shot of vodka and the orange juice, what are we naming that?
The belly slide.
It's called the Belly Slide.
The belly driver. Mix between a belly slide and a screwdriver. The belly driver.
That sounds kinky.
No, the Belly Slide. Call it the Belly Slide. It's weird. Okay.
All right. Hey, listeners, if I'm sure you've had a Blue Moon, go ahead and call in or leave us a message and tell us we've lost all credibility for scoring this that high. 434-829-2299. And
434-829-2299.
Yeah.
9.
I'm going to say there's two more left in the cooler.
Oh,
So
we're gonna drink those.
there it is.
It's 5.4. Hey, guess what? I'm gonna be late tomorrow.
or send us a message, any of the social medias,
wait.
or email us info@grabandabrisket.com.
There it is. It's a World Wide Web. In case you're wondering.
www.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you a question. I love the fact that every time.
When we used to do it.
Hey, no, every time that I go, like when I'm trying to fuck with somebody, every time I'm like, okay, when I know I'm gonna do it multiple times, so it's www, and then they look at me like this blank stare, and I just say the whole thing, and then I go, I'm like, I'm ready for it, right? I'm like, okay, www, and then I look over, and they're like, Jesus, bro.
Really, Grandpa?
Right? It's so funny. It's
HTTP
unreal. Yeah.
backslash colon.
Backslash.
Right.
Hemi. Yeah.
Hold on. I spelled that wrong.
I said Hemi. Hemi. Dude, I don't know what happened, dude. Maybe I'm not drinking enough. Like my alcohol tolerance. Like I skipped a few of these AA meetings we've been going through here. I'm sorry, guys. Next week my tolerance will be higher. I'm on it. Jeez.
What do you say we talk? I guess we're done. We're done with the grabbing the brisket.
Beer review.
We kept that really tight. It
Yeah,
was
it's
good.
very tight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the point.
I don't know if you guys caught last week. James was scolding us for everybody trying to go low, and that's really his thing. So if you guys could go higher next time,
Dude, I just went high just then.
We're all competing for
you
lowest.
did, yeah.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I think Matt went very. What is it? Bass,
Vibrato,
tenor?
just-
Yeah, don't do that.
I
That's
like
his thing.
James.
Yeah.
What is it called again?
Vibrato,
I don't.
is James
baritone,
drunk?
baritone.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
shit. Yeah.
barely,
There it is.
barely tone.
Tone deaf. That's me.
Yeah, I have a speech impediment, guys. So
Yeah, I have a list.
Yeah, way to point that out.
I have a list. I promise you. It's not
Now
my
you
fault.
tell us.
I'm gonna need one of you guys to grab your
255,
nuts when that and just get that high
Get
high
that.
pitch.
Hiya.
Hey, I'm Hansel Aaron from the BFYTW Podcast, here with my buddy Stevie
Hey, what's up?
and Augie.
Hey.
And we're here to, first of all, categorically deny the rumors going around that all we've been doing lately is copying other podcasts. This is categorically untrue, and we deny it completely. Having said that, please enjoy the rest of the Grab 'em in the Brisket podcast. And when you're done, feel free to check out our new project, Pull 'em in the Pork Chop, a barbecue podcast with beer reviews, barbecue recipes, swag, and so much more. Pretty sure it's never been done before.
All right, let's go into the barbecue talk, guys.
Barbecue talk. No.
Nope.
We don't have a jingle for that.
And thank God.
We don't.
Thank God we don't have a jingle for that.
Well, I think this episode we kind of like landed on doing pork
He didn't
belly.
know.
Because you've been cooking a lot of pork belly recently.
We've been doing a lot of pork belly lately, and
Did you repeat the same words he said?
I did.
You're just like, we do a lot.
Also, we do a lot of pork belly.
Yeah, we're doing pork belly lately, and you've been doing a pork belly
Okay.
lately. And
James got off.
That's great. Hey, no, listen, James, you've been killing it in pork belly.
No, not really. I mean, I've been ruining it.
First time wasn't so
I've been
good.
not having a great time with it
Yeah.
lately, but I think it's learning your grills and learning what you're cooking, and then cooking on that particular grill, whatever.
Yeah.
So I cooked on a Weber, terrible. I cooked on the Super 55 from SmokerBuilder.com. It came out money, and then I went back to the Weber,
Terrible.
terrible,
Yeah.
like Charles
Hey,
Barkley.
there's
Horrible.
something there. Hey, James, I don't know what's
Too hot.
there, but
Well,
maybe.
I used some of that damn Jealous Devil logs, and it went 500 degrees, and it just nuked everything. I'm like, I can't use this. This is too hot, Jealous Devil.
You need 2 logs. You put 8 logs.
I need.
You got to be careful with that.
I have to work
it
on
is
my.
hot.
I have to work on my fire management.
It is some minion method.
It was very hot, and there was I did dial back. So I learned from the very first get go. I used a lot of like sugar. I used a lot of like I used a sweet brine.
It caramelizes, it burns.
I used a sweet brine, and then I had a lot of rubs that are on there that had a lot of sugar in it. And man, dude, I think we had a couple of videos, and maybe Raul can throw it up every once in a while when we're discussing this. But at one point in time, it looked good. The sweet one that I did, I should have just pulled it. Done.
What'd you try to do?
I wrapped it. I was like,
You
okay,
nuked it.
maybe it needs just a little more time, just wrapping it up, and it'll just be great. So this is pre-wrap.
Oh, that looks amazing. That looks like it's about ready to eat.
I should have just been done with that.
Yeah.
I did not. I wrapped it up.
You left it in like
What
you
did
left
you-
it in the
what-
strips.
what-
It looks
what-
like thick cut bacon, really.
What were
Yeah.
you looking for though? What like I'm trying to get behind like what do you want to
So what
happen?
was your reasoning for
I
wrapping
think
it?
I was looking for a little bit more like a mahogany color. I was looking for a little bit more just like that meat, just like breaking down
rendering a little
and
more?
letting that fat render.
So if it would have cooled off,
That looks more rendered.
So that's what happened.
James.
That's what happened.
Here's your barbecue fail.
It
James
rendered.
getting another bottle of SUCKLEBUSTERS.
It rendered too much. But and we'll get into some of the aspects of cooking pork belly. But if you cook way too hot, the meat just cooks quickly. The fat doesn't have enough time to render, and so it's just like
You just get the worst of both. Huh?
you get worse of the both worlds or whatever. So I was like, now we're finding out. Okay, the Smoker 55 we put it on there was like 325, maybe it was like 300. We went like maybe a couple hours on that stuff, and it came out money. It was good.
yeah.
Would you
No,
run
I-
that? 300, you said?
I think it was 300.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think you want to go any higher than that probably when you're dealing with pork belly.
Correct.
Yeah. I would call that tip number 1.
Tip number 1.
Yeah.
What did you season it with
cook
when
it
when
low.
it came out good?
Tip
Because
number
you
two.
said you did a little too much sugar on that one. So when you did it right, what
So
did you
I
season
got
it with?
rid of the sugar
Totally.
to a certain extent.
Okay.
Primarily, it was just SPG. So just a good.
Yep.
Little,
We know what it is. Yeah.
I know. But the grabbing the
Wiener?
brisket SPG, grabbing brisket rub that we've been working
you
on.
want
So that
that
Correct.
Hey, it's a badass rub.
and so it doesn't have any sugar, or it's very just minute sugar. So a lot of it's just like black pepper and kosher salt. Let that go for a while. I think they're a little bit of the Pitmaker First Place chicken rub / rib rub. There's sugar in it, but I don't think it's a whole lot. And there may be some honey powder and what have you in there, but I didn't put a whole lot on it. But it's a low and slow. It's almost like you're doing ribs.
Yeah. I think you can get away with a little bit of sugar if you're cooking
Correct.
it low enough. Yeah.
Correct.
You won't have an issue.
Yeah, I think this last little batch you did was phenomenal. Like you came over, Matt. We all had some. Did you take some over to Emma?
I did.
Yeah. What did she think?
Do you want me to tell you? Mm-hmm. Wasn't a fan, really.
No, she's like, no, don't like it.
She said, I just want to be perfectly honest, and she said that wasn't a fan. She wanted more seasoning on it.
Yeah, so
That's what it was.
So
A little under seasoned.
So I actually thought the same thing. I thought it was under seasoned. Now, what I was tasting, I tasted a lot of the pork, and the pork came across, and it was. I like that flavor profile, and I didn't want to be overbalanced. But there was a moment where I was like, damn, I thought it was gonna be more. I thought it was gonna be more of a punch, and
it just a little saltier kick to it. I think
it just didn't live up to what it. And the pork has a little salt to it, anyways, right? It's a little saltier there, but I totally agree. I think it could have handled more on there, but it was good. But it was really good. And it was cooked really well, really well.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's what really just helped everything, the entire thing, because the meat, it's like candy, anyways. So,
I feel inspired. I want to cook some now. I've never done pork belly.
I have one in my fridge right
Never
now.
cooked pork
dude,
belly.
I'm telling you right now, one of the best pork belly I ever made in my life was. Marcus brings down that whole pork belly slab, and I've got the Weber. You got the Weber out, and I'm like, all right, well, I'll throw some coals on, and literally you're like, nah, just grill it up, it's fine. And dude, it's one of those ones where you just walked off, didn't really say anything, and I'm sitting there, and I just hovered, man, and I'd flip, I'd walk off, you'd come back, you'd hover, you'd flip a little bit.
That's what you did the whole slab in one piece?
One piece.
That's the key.
Don't break that damn thing up. And if you do cut it up, you've got to go to you can't go 1 inch cubes. You want to go like a 3 inch by 3 inch cube. You know,
Big pieces.
Yes.
Like burnt end pork belly, huh?
Huge, right?
Yeah.
You know, you want to block. But when cooked whole, I kept thinking like, dude, we're gonna fuck this thing up, man, because they brought down the whole pork belly, just do it on the pit. They have no idea how it's gonna be. I'm like, damn, we're gonna fuck this, whatever, dude. It was so freaking good.
Yeah.
And it was just grilled up, and then this thin slices only because you could slice as thin as you wanted to, and you weren't having to contend with, well, you got a nugget about this big, you got to shove the whole damn thing in your mouth, right? Or whatever. I mean, typically that's what I do.
I bet you do.
Yeah. Well, no.
Good contribution, John.
Little nuggies.
Yeah. Well,
Don't you just love that though? Whenever you just have these random moments where you just throw something down and it just comes out great, and you weren't even really meaning to.
so
it just
100%. And it wasn't about me thinking it was really great. I was so glad that Christine and Marcus didn't think, oh my God, you fucking ruined
thanks for wasting all that.
$40 worth of pork belly I brought over because they were very cavalier about giving it to us, and because we were so sure of ourselves the entire time, we're just like, let's throw this seasoning over here and do this, do that. It was so just willy-nilly, you know. It came out really good, really good.
So I think one of the big key takeaways is buy the whole pork belly.
Yeah.
And then cook it whole like that. There's a lot of people that are that had that mindset, like Married to Barbecue. A lot of these these influencers and these people that are cooking, it's cook it like a brisket, kind of low and slow. You definitely don't want to get into the high temperature range because the meat, what meat there is, overcooks, and the fat itself doesn't have enough time to render out, and so you're left with this just chewy meat with a big just mouthful of fat. If you get it right, then you have this just melt in your mouth piece of meat that's just the best. And
Rendered
if
out
you
just
want
right.
to add sugar, if you want to add a little sauce or a little touch of sweetness to it, do it towards the end.
Yeah. And I don't
Wait
know if
till
you
it's
saw,
already-
did you see her video she just posted with the
I
pork
did.
belly?
Yeah.
She, like you said, she did a whole one. I think she cut it into 2 pieces, but it was still 2 huge chunks. And then she did end up cubing it up, but it was right before she sauced it. And she cubed it up, like you said, probably 2 or 3 inch squares. Look like the size of a brownie or something,
Yeah,
right?
you need
They were
that.
big. and she just sauced them up and left them in a pan, covered, put them back in there. They looked amazing, and I think that's really the way to do it. I think
the consistency. If you overcook it, it becomes gristly. It becomes chewy. It becomes even the meat, right? Like done well. The fat is it's nothing. It disintegrates as soon as you start to put it in your mouth. The meat is think of something like a ribeye, a pork ribeye.
Yeah,
Very soft, very morsely. It's not done right, right? It's not. And you don't have to take that. I think people take their pork belly too high of a temperature, and I think that's the thing. You can get the color. I think grilling is you could smoke and then grill. You can grill, but there's a temperature you have to look.
You think
for.
some people think they treat kind of like bacon too much? You just
Yeah,
put it on a hot grill and just cook it up and then
That's it.
serve it.
Yeah.
They screw it up.
Let me ask you this: do you think it matters when you're picking out your pork belly, like when you're picking out a brisket or you're picking out a ribeye, because they're all different. Some of them are the fat to meat ratio, just like in bacon, is going to be a little bit different from belly to belly. Does that make any difference when you're picking out your pork belly? You just grabbing whatever one and going.
No, I think it does make a difference, and just like bacon, anything else you're buying in anything, I when I look at bacon, I don't walk by and pick up a slab of bacon up and put it in my cart and walk off like they're all the same. I look at all my bacon, right? I look at the marbling. I look at the fat content to meat content.
You want a higher meat content?
Yeah. I want to see how this thing is going to. A higher meat content's more of a chewier bacon. A more of a fat content. The bacon's going to render and it's going to shrink down to something that's non-existent, right?
Tiny.
I mean, but you look at that and you want that happy and medium. But that's why I look like there's certain bacon manufacturers or people that
Right, some better than
whatever.
others.
Yeah, way better.
I got a bacon
Do
confession.
your own. Just do your own at home. You'll love it.
I got a bacon confession to make.
Yeah.
okay.
The last couple times I bought bacon, it's been the microwavable Costco bacon.
Damn, dude.
Have you guys had that? Microwavable bacon?
Isn't all bacon microwavable?
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
But this is like made to be microwaved, apparently.
It was raised that
It
way?
was raised that way.
They didn't make
It was raised, it was
Nobody
packed,
told-
and it was marketed that way.
Can you imagine? Hold on. Can we stop for a second?
Listen, little buddy,
Hey, hold
you're
on.
going to be
Hey.
microwaved someday.
Hey, look, you're gonna be regular fried bacon, but you, buddy, you're gonna be microwave, and it's the way it is. All right, tag him microwave, and then the whole time you grow him
Yeah,
up.
some pig.
Yeah, I just don't know if that's the.
Can you do is like, welcome to the Moore farm of family bacon. We deal with nothing but microwave bacon pigs here.
It's all the
If you
reject
think it is,
pigs.
yeah, exactly. This is farm fresh to your table, right into your microwave.
This is 6,000 watts of the best bacon you're ever going to taste in your damn life.
Okay, so just to recap on some of these quote unquote
Yeah.
tips
What
we've
are
gone
the
over.
excellent tips?
Pay
you've given?
attention to your cut of pork belly when you're
Yeah.
looking at it. Don't get one that's 90% fat, because there are some like that. When you look at it, it's just almost all the way fat all the way through,
Right.
right? And then when you're cutting it up to smoke it, if you're going to do cubes, do them big, or do the whole slab like you're saying, right?
I did say that. Yeah.
Okay. Seasoning, don't under season apparently, right? Like that's a big one. Use enough seasoning. Be careful with the sugar.
It takes a lot. And I would tell you right now, a big pro move is season and let it sit. So pork will absorb. It absorbs faster than what beef will, and give it time to like that reverse osmosis. Give it time to make it a blanket. Give it time to pull, and then give it time to suck that moisture right back inside the meat as that salt comes down inside. Right. So I think that's something that right there, it picks up so much flavor. It doesn't take much. And it doesn't take a long time because it has so much fat in there. It's easier just to sink in, right? So yeah, give it a minute. Don't season and throw it on. That's not.
I
That's
think
not
a lot
the
of
key.
bacon.
Right.
A lot of bacon has like they add salt to it whenever they package it up or whatever.
That's cured.
You're
So,
right.
so
Right, so
all bacon's
A
cured.
lot of people
right?
have that,
Yeah,
and
not
I think
pork belly.
Unless
so. I
you're
don't
doing
think you have to be so
uncured.
scared to add the salt to your pork belly.
No.
Because it's not going to be like that. Like so I think a lot of people just think pork belly bacon.
Yeah,
I mean they kind of try. to
It's
treat it the
raw.
same.
Yeah, it's not been cured. It's not got any seasoning on it. Next thing we talked about was the cooking it low and slow. We've already beat that into the ground, but don't try to cook this sucker at 350 or 400 or however else. You're not frying bacon here, right?
No, this is not this is the pork belly, right? So think of this. This meat has not been cured. think of this as something that you're like, well, not pork belly. It's just a pork butt. You want that. You want that just morsel to go in and just act like you're like, man, this is nothing to chew up. This is no resistance or anything else. And that's when you make really good pork belly. I don't mind a mild chew and on the meat and whatever else. I just don't want this thing to become something you're just like, okay, it's almost like a chicharron sitting on top of a piece of meat. I'm not looking for that. Right?
When the textures are so far apart, it's not good.
Exactly.
The last thing I had was, and this is one thing we didn't touch on. How do you guys feel about like finishes or glazes or that kind of stuff? I know it's Texas. We don't want sauce on anything, right? But for me, I like adding a little glaze or sauce or something to the pork belly. I'll try it without first, but I like a little sweetness or something to it.
Right.
How do you guys feel about that?
What I don't like it in Raul. Can you? I think we got a couple of pictures or whatever. I don't like the rib glaze.
Yeah.
I don't like just making rib whatever. We did some this past weekend, whatever, where we kind of like played around it, and I had it on. Yeah, a couple little bites here. I had it on the Weber, and I noticed, learned from your mistakes. I had it on the Weber. It was way too hot. I was like, okay. It got a lot of color. I was like, you know what? I'm pulling it. I put it in the oven. That's like the pre-seasoning. So I just very kind of coarse kosher salt, black pepper with a little garlic, a little onion powder and stuff like that. And then I threw it on the Weber to let it finish off cooking. But Weber was like 500 degrees. It was hot.
You learned. You were like, no.
I went a couple of minutes till it got color. I was like, okay, let me throw it into an oven like 225, 235 degrees and let that go for like about an hour and a half or whatever to let that fat kind of render down. And then I put hot honey on the top of it. So it was salty with a little pepper, with a little of that sweet hot honey.
It was good. I thought your seasoning, I thought it needed more. And I
Still lacking on that.
Yeah, it did, right? And the honey was good. It just I didn't want the honey to be so forward. I wanted the sweetness from the honey, but not be
Kiss of honey.
That's right.
Just a little-
You know what I mean? I thought it was really good. I just think that I think that the slab is the way to go. I think those are probably a little too small to push out, or it was cooked at too hot of a temperature to being that small.
The
right?
texture was off, or
yeah,
what?
Yeah, just a little bit. It wasn't much or anything else. I mean, it was a good chew, which you want. But again, I think at that point it's probably overcooked because it was that. You know what I mean? You feel like you have a good bite in your mouth. You're like, okay, this is good.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. You know, versus the melt in your mouth, where you can get sometimes when you do it with that slab or a bigger chunk, it's more forgiving and you're able to get that temperature because something that small, you're like, okay, I'm at 125 degrees. Well, I'm at 138 degrees. Well, shit, I'm at 190 degrees. That was a span of 3 minutes. So you can't walk away from that. You're actually, you know what I mean? I just that's small. So, but was it good? Yeah, it was good. I mean,
It's phenomenal.
I'm nitpicking, and I know that we're all jaded here because we cook so much. We've had so much barbecue and so many different facilities and restaurants and badass chefs and you know what I mean. Like just an observation.
Right.
So sorry you failed.
Yeah. There's a reason why they don't call us grab them in the pork belly.
Yeah.
So
There it is. No, I totally agree. Hey,
we're going to keep learning.
yeah, not a fail, by the way. It was really good.
Yeah,
James.
we argue was A-, A's, and A+.
Yes,
You
it
know
was.
what I mean?
It was
Like,
not
that's
bad
what
at
we're-
all.
yeah.
Right. So
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
yeah.
If you are going to do a glaze or something, I would say probably do it right at the end there. Last 10 minutes or so, right?
And then let it caramelize. Hey, is there another blue moon in there?
Yeah, there is.
Ah, perfect, man.
I'm going to
Pop that
say
over here.
if you want to be high end and put a barbecue glaze on there, nothing wrong with the apple habanero rib glaze, the rib candy from Texas Pepper Jellies.
Yeah.
I hear a lot of high end barbecue / steak restaurants are using that for their
Killings?
what?
What?
They're using that for their
Killings Steakhouse?
their pork belly. So that appetizer you roll out with that nice cherry apple habanero glaze on it, that's courtesy of the Texas Pepper Jelly.
There it is.
Oh, there you go. Any other pro tips you guys got for anybody that's going to bust out some pork belly this weekend?
I might be able to give you a pro tip after I've cooked it for one time in my life.
Perfect.
So
Perfect.
I think
Your input is being deleted from the episode.
I think also if you cook a slab or a bigger portion at a time, temperature is always the thing. Like, listen, hey, this is not your 175 or if you're fighting the grill, you're like, well, it's almost 200 degrees. That ain't the time to put it on, right? So you want to find your optimal. I think 250, 275 is optimal to throw that on. And if you're on a Weber, you do it offset. You put your pork belly just off of the coals, let it go for a little bit, and then start searing it up. Sear it up really good on both sides, just like you do a steak. But find the temperature you want. Find the medium, right? Poke it, put a toothpick, put your probe in it. But 160 degrees, I'm starting to think I'm going to pull. Just to be honest with you.
Pull like done?
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe higher depending on like how it feels. And I can see go to 180s. I'm not going to. I'm not going all the way to 200s. I just feel like it's going to be overdone.
The meat's going to be tough. Is that what you're saying?
Well, the thinner you slice it, the smaller they are. It'll probably go to 250. You don't even know it. So those are always tough. But I want that cut, that slice to be like just a morsel of a pork chop. They're very. It's almost like a pork chop. Like almost like a ribeye pork chop or a pork ribeye or whatever you know what I mean. Like they have that texture a little bit. If you overcook it, they don't.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you get one that's like really meaty.
Are you paying attention to internal temperature on pork belly at all, or are you pretty much just going by feel?
I'm going by feel. Yeah. I'm not really probing, waiting for it. And not to try to beat this down as much as we've already done. So, but you've seen people like, we're going to cook this like a brisket. We're taking this to 203. We're going to take that pork belly to 203.
I think it's overdone.
We're going to do it halfway. We're going to cook till we get like 180, 175. And then we're going to wrap it. We're going to throw it in there like pretty much like any competition cook does when they wrap their ribs. They're going to throw butter, brown sugar, honey, any type of other sauce that they want to put in there, and then wrap it up and then throw in the oven and let it finish like just braising and finishing off. It's going to be tender. You lose a little bit of the bark. You lose a little bit of the crispiness, like that you would get with
right?
bacon or whatever.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of trade-offs. So
That's what I'm saying. Like, take it to 160 and then grill it off, like sear it off, to where it's just like, and then rest it. I think if you take it to 160, 165, you sear it off, let it go to 180, 185, and then cover it up, rest it for like 30 minutes. That thing is going to be crazy good.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
No. Hey, why'd you go all, what's his name?
Who?
I don't know. You had your like Danny DeFrame.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right. No? Okay. Whatever. Hey, listen, can we go back to the Blue Moon for a second? It's phenomenal. Can we just say yeah? I mean, the only one that shit the bed today was John. And John, you can get a life, man. This
I actually got a
better.
second one. Nobody else got a second. You get a second one. You and I did. These two that gave it 9.44s, they did not get another one. So
Well, there's not seconds for
Scold them.
everybody.
You know
All right.
what?
Hey,
Right.
I mean, that concludes the barbecue talk of this. We're
Yeah.
going to
Hey,
put.
good night.
I think we
We'll see you later.
we beat the
Take
hell
care.
out of pork belly.
Hasta Waco.
I'm not really sure if anybody learned anything. Hopefully,
So listen, yeah.
I hope
mean,
people just
no.
got inspired to go cook some pork belly,
Listen,
honestly.
Pork belly, you can brine it, you can marinate.
It's still
Obviously,
cheap.
I'm always a big proponent of just like, hey, marinate. Put as much seasoning you can. Get something going in. Pork always takes a lot of pineapple juice, orange juice, any citrus it can handle, right? Don't be afraid to play around with the herbs to mix that with that. And then, yeah, show us your best freaking pork belly. You know what I mean? Like, these are guys from Texas that we're talking from our experience and then how we view this and whatever else. Like, and maybe it's limited or not for some of us, but I think for James and I, we've cooked plenty of pork belly, and There's just something about having that Texas crust, that crunch to it, the softness, the tenderness, and that perfect. And there's only been a few times that we've had it, probably, right? You know, we're always striving to get there, where it's just been like, damn, that was so freaking good. And you come back and go, why am I not doing this all the time? I've done this for events. I've cooked pork belly. I've had people come up to me going, this is the best I've ever had in my life. Hell, we did, 2 or 3 slabs, 4 slabs for an event we had last year for like, a little private thing at work, whatever else. It was amazing. So, yeah. But I think it's probably very forgiving versus dealing with a leaner meat. So, yeah. Start at pork belly. Brisket pork belly. Why not?
Start there.
What you got, John?
Well, I have a barbecue win, but I don't remember. I don't think I sent it to Raul. There was a video. Raul.
He still can't say it.
That's
No, it's
not
not
it.
that
He
one. No,
still cannot say it,
That's
Raul.
James's pork belly video.
Yeah.
Well, my video of James's pork belly.
Oh, okay. I thought that was it. I
No, I
apologize.
sent you one. It was probably like a month ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, you
He's not
probably,
gonna have
if I even sent it, I may not have
He's a
sent
liar.
it. I'm gonna tell you about it anyway, and then I'm just
Liar.
gonna add the video in later, and we'll pretend like y'all saw the video, and then when the listeners are listening to this, they'll see the video.
They won't see it.
Yeah. Anyways, this is from one of Luke's buddies, Con. I don't know if you guys have met Con before.
Oh, yeah, Con.
Yeah, have you? Really?
No, maybe so.
You might have. Anyways, he happened to message us. He kind of tracks us on our social medias, and he's like, "Hey, this is the best thing I ever cooked," and sent this video. And it's a freaking beef Wellington.
Wow.
Yeah, I wish I had the video, but I'll post the video. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, you will see the video. He made a beef Wellington. Him and his little brother. He's like, I'm not that great with the keeping track of the times or whatever. So my brother helped me with that, but it looked amazing. It was cooked well and it looked awesome. And I was like, dude, I'm going to use this as a barbecue win. I wish I had more of the info here with me, but I don't. But Con, you're going to be a winner, and you're going to get some.
Suckabusters. Everybody wants some Suckabusters. Come on, Con.
17 years old making beef
Badass.
Wellingtons out here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
With a
Pretty cool.
lattice, with the crust.
I don't know if it had a lattice, but definitely had some kind of crusting around the outside. So looked good. Yep.
Very cool.
That's what I got. That's all I got
Cool.
for the that.
Well, hey guys, I'm not gonna lie. I've enjoyed tonight. Enjoyed hanging out with you guys. I'm not sure if the energy was what I wanted or if it was.
It got better after the beer review.
It did.
Really picked
you
up.
were exactly right. You know what I mean? Thank you, Matt.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
Raul, cut that out.
I really appreciate you, Matt, and I think you really saved the day. James, John, love you guys. Merry
cheers.
Christmas. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Yeah, there's some poor bastard listening to this episode, and it is Christmas. He's like, Merry Christmas, guys.
Filthy animal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Year
filthy
2077.
Getting
Yeah.
visited by the ghost of Christmas past and
Let's go.
the ghost of Christmas Jan.
April 11th. Yeah, dude, can you imagine if I was your ghost?
Okay.
Hey, if I was your ghost, oh.
Oh, man. All right. Hey, guys, honestly, it's been great talking barbecue with you.
Peace.
Thanks, everybody. We've been great.
As we close out, big thanks to SmokerBuilder.com and the NBBQA for their unwavering support.
Absolutely. And cheers to Barbecue News Magazine, SUCKLEBUSTERS, and Dow Strong Knives for their contributions.
And you know Yeti always has our back, and Coolie Nation ensures our drinks stay perfectly cold.
Lastly, props to Cambro Manufacturing and, of course, the Spicy Nut, the Chicks of Smoke Seasoning. Thanks to all for powering this show.
Until next time, keep smoking.